Okay, so we're here, and we've got our new piston sleeve kit pulled out and ready to go. We've got some markings on the connecting rods. This one's got 1 dot, this one's got 2 dots. That's cylinders 1 and 2. But for whatever reason, the other 2 connecting rods we have are unmarked. So what we're going to do is we're going to set them with the big boss forward on number 3 and the big boss backwards on number 4. And we're going to mark them 3 and 4 in the same way that the other rods were marked 1 and 2. And that way, they're properly marked and noted. So we're just going to take here 1, 2, 3, okay? And then on this one, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you sure
Not the best.
Supposed to be doing this?
Yep. Not the best, but it's going to work. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to get out the plastic gauge and we want to actually check our clearances on the crankshaft.
Didn't we already do that a couple of...
We did that on the
months
crankshaft.
ago?
We did that on the crankshaft. We did not do that on the connecting rod bearings. So we need to pull out our wire. Probably going to be the red one again. No? Is it going to be green? Yeah, I think it's going to be green. So we'll check the book. We'll check the book on our running clearances. One to 2 thou, it says. So that's right, we need the green one. And we're going to go ahead and flip the block around, and we're going to get that part done. We're going to start with number 1, and once we've matched up these bearings, this is going to be it, and then we're going to be doing major assembly, and we're going to get all this done in one go. It's going to be awesome.
And then after that?
Well, that's basically going to give us a long block, and we probably call it for today.
Yippee! I mean, boo!
Okay, get all this wiped down, make sure it's all nice and clean, nothing on there. We don't want to have any kind of crap on here right now for this step.
I forget why we put red stuff on there.
It's to mark the torque.
Oh, right.
So we're going to take number 1.
And return after breaking some bolts.
Okay. So here's our brand new rod bearings.
Oh, I remember doing this. This was fun.
Yep.
It's probably one of the only fun things that happened.
Okay, so what we're going to do,
It's quite tight on there.
mm-hmm. They should be. They should always be a snug fit. Always.
Aren't you gonna go?
Now there should be a little packet of bronze bushings, spacers, Jack. A little Ziploc bag full of little bronze shims. I suspect they're over, not there, Jack. I suspect they're over here. Over there somewhere. Look around in the box. Yep, those are them. Pull them out.
Hey, Dad. They put it in a plastic bag.
A plastic bag in a plastic bag. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Go ahead and pull them out.
Like, out?
I'm going to have to go get a small file. There's burrs on these.
There are birds on them. Birds on them. Dad, there are birds on the shims.
Uh-huh. We don't want any burrs on this kind of stuff. So we're going to knock out the...
You don't want any birds on this stuff?
Don't want any burrs on
birds. Yes, we
So
don't
we're
want
just
any
gonna
birds.
kind of kiss them a little bit. I can feel there's a
You
bunch of
wanna
high
kiss
spots.
them?
Yeah, just kiss them with the file.
Why would you want to
I
kiss
can
them?
feel there's a whole bunch of high spots here, and it's terrible.
Why would you
On
want to kiss
both
them?
of these corners, these rods have been abused. So we're just, see, there's a high spot there, high spot there, high spot there.
I
And
don't
that's
see a
gonna,
difference.
it's shiny there. It's where the file is cutting. Would you pick that up, Jack? And it's terrible. This engine was a bit of a basket case. It's been sitting around, all the parts have been sitting around banging about for a long time.
10 years.
So,
I'd say 10 years at least.
oh no, probably 30.
I'm giving it 10.
I was quite young when Dad got this.
I'm putting it at 35
There we go.
tops.
So that should be good. All the high spots are off.
I'm putting this engine at 35 tops.
Well, it was probably built in 1946 from the numbers, from what I can tell.
1937, 1936.
Good. Okay, so theirs are all smooth now. You can open the plastic carefully. Open the plastic carefully.
We don't want it to be flinging out everywhere.
That's right. Now, Jack, when we're working on clean engine stuff, all of the parts should go on clean towel paper, not on the filthy bench.
Sorry.
Okay? This is all the number of shims that we need. They're all the right thickness. This is exactly what we're supposed to do. All right, so we're going to push these bolts back up where they go. Rod bolts are in general supposed to be slightly tight, like this. Okay, now I want you to take one of those bearings. Just check the back, make sure it's clean. Check the back, make sure it's clean. Never assume it's clean. Okay, good. Now go ahead and roll it in. You know how to do it.
There. Are you sure this is the right one?
Yep, it sure is. Now go ahead and roll the bearing into the cap.
Is it?
It sure looks clean. Now roll the bearing into the cap. Do the same thing. And get the shims installed on there. We're doing this all dry so that we can check our clearance.
We're supposed to be doing this wet?
No, you do the clearance check dry, and then when you're done with the clearance check and you're happy with it, put everything together with lots of assembly lube.
Here you go.
Hold on, be patient. Okay, now I'm going to put that in there from the bottom. So I had that backwards. The long part goes towards the flywheel, not towards the nose. So that actually makes more sense because I was looking at the cylinder bore and it's offset.
35. Done.
Okay. All right. Now grab the cap.
Yes.
Wait. Make sure it's going the right way. There we go. Okay, grab the nuts.
Do you put the green stuff on there?
Yeah. We don't want to twist or move it around at this point. We want to just pull it up tight, okay? You got that set to 35 foot-pounds?
Yes.
Good deal.
What
Okay,
socket
get the
size
torque
do we
wrench.
need?
The same one that's on the ratchet already that we were just using.
Check if this is 35 foot-pounds. We want to double check.
Okay. Yep, that's 35. So carefully go ahead and start tightening evenly both sides. Yeah. They should feel about the same when you're done each one, Jack. Keep going. You're doing good. Okay, loosen them off. Let's see what happened here. Well, we might have gotten lucky.
Doesn't look screwed up to me.
Yeah, well, let's check the thickness reading. Actually looks pretty good, to be honest with you. So it says we want 1 to 2. So that's definitely in the like 1.5 range. That's more like 2. That's perfect as far as I'm concerned. So that one's done and checked. Give me the rod. That is assembled. Happy with that. So this one's good. Checks out. So we're just going to go through and do the rest. So set up the next one, Jack. Okay, so we just finished up plastic gauging. Let's see if we can get a good view of that. Yeah, there we go. They're all checking out between 1.5 and 2 thou. Super happy with that. We'll rotate this around here. Same thing over here, 1.5 to 2 thou for number 2 and 3. So what we're going to do is clean off the crankshaft, and then we can grab the pistons one at a time and assemble them onto the con rods.
With lube.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this punch to actually act as our tightening item so that we're not putting a massive torsion load through the connecting rod. Okay, now the way that I've got this set up, the notch on the top of the piston is going to be towards the front on all of them. Okay, and on this one, the camshaft side is on the right side of the engine. Okay, and we're going to assemble it like that. So what I want you to do now is take a strip of assembly lube and put it on the pin right here. Okay. Good. kind of smear that all over, all around. Take some and put it in each of the holes. Here, check. Wipe some of that off. Fill it, yeah, smear it in each of the holes. Get more, get plenty. There you go. Good deal. Okay. More. Okay, good. Redo this side. I don't like how much you got in there. Oh, there you go. Okay. Not in there. It doesn't need it. Okay. Alright, now that that's done, we're actually ready to go through and install the cylinder sleeves into the block. And we are going to do a little bit of sealant on this one. We're going to use this, which is a semi-drying liquid gasket. I've had a lot of good luck with this. It's a high temperature sealant as well, and I find that it works really good. We're going to use this down in the bottom of the bores where we have a little bit of pitting damage in there. And hopefully that'll just increase our chances of sealing and not having issues. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're just going to drop the O-rings on, the liners. Pretty easy step. These usually go in pretty well once everything's all cleaned up. The hard part is usually getting the old liners out. There's the first O-ring. And then put the second O-ring on. Now normally you're not supposed to combine the sealant compound with an elastomeric seal, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to smear this inside the cylinders, and the idea is we're going to have the silicone fill some of the small voids that are present in some of the casting where corrosion has damaged it. And with any luck, that's going to help us out. We don't, not that one.
How come this silicone is black and that one's white?
It's a different kind. This is a semi-drying. This is a semi-drying liquid gasket that we're going to use. So hopefully that increases our chances of sealing and avoiding coolant in the engine oil. Side, lower it straight down, and watch in, Jack, look, watch in the cylinder window to make sure you're starting it in the right place. There you go. Don't twist it. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do here is we're going to check the ring gap on everything. Loose motors don't have problems, so we're looking to make sure that the rings are all gapped appropriately, and we will adjust them if we have to. So all we want to do is just drop this ring down in the bore. It's not too terribly hard. We just want to push it in there a little bit until it's in there seated. And then we can use a piston to push it down a little. Kind of like that.
Yep, kind of like
So
that.
it's nice and square. We're actually going to do that for each of them, and then we're going to check them all at the same time, and that's going to be the top ring set. So look in the manual, see if you can find piston rings, and you're looking for piston ring end gap.
Piston ring what gap?
End gap.
Alright.
Yeah, you're in the right area. Pistons, liners, and rings. So read this section, and somewhere
I'll
in
accept the Model G.
here, yeah, read that. It should give you a listing for the
Recommended piston skirt clearance.
No, we want piston ring end gap.
Some are fitted with 4 rings. Recommended end gap for all rings is 0.007 to 0.017.
7 to 17 thou?
I guess so.
All right, good.
Recommended signed clearance
No,
is...
we don't care about that. That's
Alright, then
probably
never mind.
fine. 7 to 17, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
So what we do is we go through and we find a 17 thou feeler gauge. That's this one. Okay. And then we find a 7 thou feeler gauge. That's this one. So we get the 2 of those out. Okay. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that the 7 goes in. See, 7 goes in, no problem. Goes in, no problem. Goes in, no problem. Goes in, no problem. And the 17 should not. It does not. It does not. It does not. It does not. These are good. Okay? So top rings are set. There. And we'll check all the main ring end gaps.
Hi. I'm recording this on my dad's old camera. I hope he doesn't delete this. Hope this goes on for all time. But, yeah. I'm Jack Sanders. And this is my dad's garage. Yep.
All right, Jack. Now we're just going to torque these to 35 foot-pounds evenly. Do the other side now. Evenly. Now the other side again. Yeah. Perfect. Now do the last one. Okay, now let me check them because these have cotter pins and I have to look. Okay. Now, I was not able to find any of the cotter pins in there, so we're going to use new ones. I don't know if these will fit. Where are the holes? There they are. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that is about perfect. And there we go. That one's done. Let me get the next one as well.
Can I try it this time? Looked easy. Oh, so you make everything look easy.
Hold on, hold on. Oh.
Hello?
You gotta just listen, listen.
It goes in one way, I know.
What you gotta do is put it on horizontally. Okay. And then grab the tip and fold it backwards. Stop. Yeah, grab the tip. Yeah, just like that. Grab the tip and fold it around. Yeah. Now fold it back. It's pretty tough. You want me to do it?
Yes.
All right. You try and hold the camera so everybody can see.
Mark it with some red goop. Done.
Okay, we'll do the back one next. Okay, I'm happy with how all that looks. Go ahead and tighten it up. Evenly, remember. That's a terrible angle. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right, let's get our split pins. That one's the right size. And this one's the right size. Can't get that one in? All right, stop. Now what's going on over here? Stop. Where's the hole? me. What did you do over here exactly? I feel like you mangled it. Are you the Boston Mangler?
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
What have you done to me, boy?
I haven't done anything.
Oh, you frickin' twisted it. Don't do that. Makes it really hard to deal with. They should have a very long, illustrious service life, Jack.
What does illustrious mean?
Good. 2 dots. Okay, good. Let's rotate it around. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
You love it.
I love it. I love it a lot.
Knew it.
I love it so much.
Knew it. Never donate without the press there.
That's a good thing. We'll flip it over. We'll do the other 2. Okay, let's get these split pins in. I believe I picked 2 out for you, right here. There we go. Let's get them in. Put them in from the, put them in from that side in. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and the other one. Okay, get the pliers. You can do it, bud. Well, hello, young Master Justin. What you doing? You having a good day?
I want to beat the bonus like him, and I'm telling Jack, and Jack said no, do it yourself.
Really?
The first time I've done it, I died like for 5 seconds.
Well, you might have to ask Jack for some tips later, but he's busy building an engine for Grandad. Okay? Remember to pull it all the way through.
I did.
Yeah, just like that. That's perfect. Fold it back against the nut. Good job. Think you need some help there, buddy.
Yes, here you go.
All right. So sometimes that happens. So what we can do to fix it is we can push in here all the way up. Okay. Like that. Rotate it slightly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it right here and pull it aside. and then I'm going to pinch across here. Okay? Like that.
That
All
works
better.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Cool.
Yeah, that's all right. It just happened that way sometimes. That does that. Okay? And that's perfect. Mark them. Now, Jack, the idea with the marking is to mark them from the nut to the thread. Okay, so mark from the nut to the thread and from the nut to the thread. Yeah, you want to seal across them. Okay, good. Pull that out of there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rotate it around once fully, see how it feels. It should feel tight. Should be a lot of resistance there, okay? But we should be able to do so.
I can
That
only
might
do
be as
that
far
much.
as you can go. This is maximum resistance. Good. So far it's feeling pretty great. I like it a lot. I might have trouble. Hold on, I gotta move to the other side.
Grab a hammer.
No. We just gotta make sure that we...
Grab a hammer!
We have to make sure that it rotates all the way around.
Wait, is it timed?
Once.
Is it timed?
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to come down and keep pushing it around. Okay. It's one full rotation. Perfect. I love it.
Oh, I got 7 minutes.
All right, so go tell Mom that you're ready, and we'll call that good. We officially have a short block.